The breaks of the Purgatory in southeastern Colorado are appropriately named with long mesas and deep canyons. It's a challenging place for a cow-calf operation, but it's a challenge that Kelly and Randy Bader have met with the help of low-moisture block supplements.
We started using Crystalyx tubs back in sometime in the 80s, and we've kind of been hooked on them ever since.
The Bader's cow-calf operation south of La Junta, Colorado, consists of a spring calving herd and a fall calving herd. The cattle are grazing this high country 365 days a year. And the barrels are there to provide supplementation that is more consistent and cost-effective than range cakes.
In this rougher country, we can put them out. They're there. Cattle don't have to come to you. If you were caking, you can leave the cattle up in some rough old canyon, and they still have their protein available to them, and you get some bad weather, you have your tubs out, and you don't worry about having to beat up through the mud or the snow to get to them, because you know that you have your tubs there.
And the Baders have found that low moisture blocks also help them use all their grazing land more effectively.
It seemed like when we feed cake, the cows start congregating a lot more. And in the country that we're in, once you pull them out of some of those canyons, they don't necessarily go back to graze, which is where you need them to go. Once you start feeding them cake, they start hanging around. With the tubs, put the tubs up as far as you can drive and the cows up there, and you don't have to worry about it much after that. They'll stay up there and use the country like you need them to use it, rather than congregate down where you're caking.
The Baders have also found that even though the cost per pound of protein is more, they're experiencing significant cost savings overall when they consider all the costs involved in supplementing.
Well, you can put your tubs out. They'll last, generally speaking, around 10 days, so you only have to drive into a given area once every 10 days or so, versus if you were using cake or something like that, you have to go at least every other day. So there's a lot of savings on fuel and mileage, and in this old rough country, it's really hard on vehicles. So there's a big saving on just the use of your vehicles.
And a final benefit for the Baders is that all the supplement gets used when it starts out in a barrel.
There's no waste. You can stay out in the rain or snow, the dry, and there's just no waste with it. And they always eat it.